She's on the
money.
She's on the money.
Do you have a juicy DM for us?
Oh my God, I do. Are you ready? And it's about MLM, so I can't wait. All right. Hello, She's on the Money. I'm in the middle of a family money dilemma and I need your advice. My brother's gotten really into this self-development program called Landmark. He's spent thousands already and swears it's changed his life. Now he's pushing the rest of us to join too. The course he wants me to do is $1,000 and he keeps offering to pay half to convince me. But honestly, I've been doing some research online and it's giving MLM vibes hard, to be honest. My sister already signed up, even though I know she can't afford it. She told me she's feeling just too much pressure to say no to him. I feel like they're taking financial advantage of him and I want to help, but I also want him to stop pressuring me. I just don't know how to say something without making it worse or risking our relationship.
That's crazy. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about what Landmark is. Do you know anything about that?
So, Jess, Landmark Worldwide is, they just get called Landmark more often. It's an American employee-owned, quote, for-profit company that uses self-development programs as their sales tactics. So they don't sell like a product like, Monet, they sell hair care, and then you've got Arbonne and they do skincare and stuff. Landmark is the company behind what's called Landmark Forum, and it's described as having a lot of similarities to a multi-level marketing structure, though it's not officially classified as one. While Landmark relies heavily on word of mouth marketing through its participants to recruit new customers, it also emphasizes a really hard sell approach. And this reliance that this company has on referrals and recruitment, coupled with what I would say or call a super intense nature of the program sales tactics, has led lots of people to compare this to a multi-level marketing business. A lot of people online are saying, first of all, there's no doubt Landmark is not an MLM, but it also, is quite a hard sell kind of situation because people are not making any money for their referrals, but they are being able to sell the product to you, if that makes sense. So
and it's a life coaching course, is that what you said?
Kind of life coaching, vibes course, get your shit together course. It definitely, from my perspective, preys on people when they are feeling a little bit flat or lost a little bit of direction and they're looking for, someone to give them a hand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's tough that it's your brother who's in that situation is trying to on-sell it to you. I think that you should just be able to say, no is a full sentence,
I absolutely agree.
There really, to me, should not be much more than that. It sucks that your sister's already signed up and done it. I get it. I get that you want to support your family and friends when they're doing something and when they say they've got this fantastic thing. Maybe flipping it around a little bit and saying, hey, I actually don't have the money to do the course right now. I feel like
but I'll pay for half, Jess.
Oh, yeah. It's hard because I'd just be like,
no. Look, I'm just not interested. It's just not for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just done. It's giving quasi Ponzi scheme vibes. Just, I'm not going to say that to my brother at that point, but I also think it is, I don't know, if it quacks like a duck.
Yeah.
Looks like a duck.
Maybe it's a duck.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's an MLM. But I think that sometimes I think honesty, kind of like what we were saying before, sometimes a bit of harsh truth is what people need. And so maybe turning around and saying, hey, you're making me really uncomfortable by trying to pressure me into this. Yeah. If someone said that to me, I would feel truly so terrible,
Yeah, but you're a nice person. And I'm not saying that this person's brother is not a nice person, but they are already worried about saying something that is going to ruin the relationship. And if I said to you, hey, Jess, you're making me feel really pressured, you'd be like, what? That's on you. And then maybe we won't be friends anymore.
Yeah. If the relationship's that fragile though, is it worth protecting? I know that it's family and I understand that that's a really big and important thing. But at the same time, you can't put yourself at a detriment financially or emotionally for the sake of protecting them either.
Yeah, I just think it is, it is so fair, and you said before, no is a full sentence. It is so fair to say, no, I'm not interested in this. But then I feel like you're getting the overwhelming sense to like educate your brother on this as well, because you're feeling like he's being financially taken advantage of. And I think that's where you might want to be able to flag it and say, oh, like I really like, and maybe this is how I would do it. I looked into it. Oh my goodness. Did you see all the Reddit threads and stuff online? Like even the Wikipedia says that it is basically an MLM that takes advantage of people. Like, you know, what research did you do before you got involved?
Yeah.
Like the whole point is to feel motivated. I get it. But like, what are you genuine, apart from like loving the content, what else are you getting out of it? Like, what are they getting out of it? And kind of going down that route, because you don't want to be like, you're being taken advantage of. Because like, I know what they're going to say.
They're going to shut
No,
down.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen all this stuff online? And hopefully that prompts them to maybe do a little bit more research, or even come back to you and say, no. And you go, well, I actually did a heap more research and it says X, Y, and Z. And like, I think that could be a good opener, because a lot of the time it's like, I get so many messages from people and they're beautiful, smart women, and they say, Victoria, I'm so embarrassed. I got out of an MLM. I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing. It's not because you're not smart. These platforms rely on smart people who don't know about their background. They rely on smart people like you, Jess, who trust, who are going to go, oh my God, that does sound good. And I trust the person telling me. So why would I take the time to research and deep dive? They probably haven't done it and don't understand the negative side of it, because it's so easy to see the positive when everyone's so happy and this like course incredible. The same thing is happening. I think I'm getting a lot of DMs recently about these property seminars that are happening.
I've seen those.
$8,000.
Crazy.
And you get to walk away at the end of the weekend with 1 or 2 investment properties off the plan. Those people are making an absolute mint from taking advantage of you. If you want to get into investment properties, you can learn so much for free through my content, through lots of other podcasts content, from my books on property, from other people's books on property. And then you know what you can do, Jess? You can go talk to a mortgage broker and be like, hey, what would this look like? What serviceability do I have? Because I promise they're not giving houses to people who can't afford them. They're giving houses to people who can be lulled into this false sense of security to then sell them off the plan properties that they're taking a massive clip of.
Yeah.
It actually kills me.
It's crazy. What did everybody else say? Because I feel like we're kind of
we
stuck
asked
in
the
a hard
community.
spot.
So first question we said was, what would you do if you thought your sibling was being financially taken advantage of like this? 59% of you said, I'll just be giving them my opinion truthfully. 21% of you said, we're having a family intervention.
I kind of rate that, honestly, like a big banner, the whole shebang.
Full family intervention.
Yeah.
And then 18% of you said, try and plant the seed gently. And then 3% of you said, I'm going to say nothing. They're an adult. They can deal with that.
I mean,
I'm all for the family intervention. Could you film that and send that to us? I would like to see that. Just for educational purposes.
I feel like maybe if you're confronted with so many people that you love to all saying to you, hey, because you're one person you can kind of brush it off.
Intervention is cooked. Have you seen that show in the US called Intervention?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
In my mind, it's like it would be powerful because it's like, yeah, like one person says, oh, I think like this isn't great. You go, oh, it's just them.
In my head, an intervention is so dramatic. Like they're like, oh, hey, Jess, do you want to come to my house for dinner? It'll just be you and I. And then you walk into my house and it's full of all your family and friends and they're like, sit down in the chair. We're going to tell you to get off the drugs. And you're like,
oh my God.
I need another wine for this.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
But also don't do it like that. But if you do, maybe you film it and send it to me. I don't know. Anyway, we also asked the community, how would you handle the pressure they are putting on you to sign up? 89% of you said I'd be setting a firm boundary. 7% of you said I'd actually distance myself. 5% of you said I'm just changing the subject. And none of you, so 0%, but like in terms of our statistics, we had so many responses. So some people replied, but it wasn't enough to get to 1% of this group, said, say yes just to make it stop.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Well, thankfully, it was a very, very small amount of people. So technically 0% of people said that, but
A couple.
A couple still said that. We also went to the community and said, guys, what's your 2 cents? Tell us. First person said, careful, the intervention doesn't backfire. Had someone pull this on me and it still hurts.
Oh, that's really sad that it didn't work for them.
No, next person said, check the company financials. Who's getting paid? When? Where?
Well, yeah, there's nothing that's going to make you feel like a shock of cold water than like seeing the people at the top are getting millions and millions and
you're
got
making
nothing.
$4 and you're still in $10,000 worth of debt. Wild. Next person said, it's so great her brother loves it, but maybe she won't. It's called self-development after all. Next person said, send them the links to She's on the Money. I'm just here for VD's response on this one.
The people know you well.
Oh, I just get a little bit mad. Someone said, it's giving Nexium vibes. Some good films, books and podcasts on it might be really helpful for your brother. And then there's a 3-parter. So this 3-parter, and I'm not going to out who they are, but they are somebody who is very proactive in the like MLM community in terms of like exposing what's going on.
Yeah.
So like I'm not saying it to like be able to identify them, but I do take what they say.
They're educated.
Yeah, they're educated in this, like they would know. Landmark is a cult as it uses LGATs. You have to set a firm boundary and distance yourself. Look up what LGATs are. They're large group awareness trainings to understand how he's literally been brainwashed. Landmark investment never has an end date. Avoid, distance yourself at all costs.
That's scary. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
right. And the Nexium vibes. So Nexium,
I don't know what Nexium is.
A cult in the US, very MLM, like lots of documentaries on it.
Yeah.
Just type in Nexium like documentary to Google. This is the stuff that I eat up. Jess, like if you come to my house on Friday night, we're ordering pizza, but we're also watching an MLM or a cult documentary.
Well, because I feel almost like MLMs are like a soft cult, right? Like they kind of, I feel like there's some processes and practices that are maybe mirrored.
I think this is why I love The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, because the idea of like Mormonism gives to me cult vibes as well. Do you know what? I also need to remind you of the statistic or the piece of research that says the people that are drawn more to reality TV have a higher IQ at this point.
Yeah, very important stuff, hard hitting there. But yeah, I think that it's especially knowing that additional bit of context from someone who you obviously said is in the know, so to speak.
Yeah.
That makes me feel that perhaps they're right in that all you can do is provide them with the right information, but it's really important that you don't get sucked down into that too, because they're using manipulation and psychological techniques and things to
They're using it to take advantage of you. Full stop, end of story.
Which is really scary.
Next person, and I've just got 2 more for you, next person said, I had an ex in Landmark and it was horrendous. A really bad therapy version of an MLM.
Wow.
And there someone said actually was in Landmark. So I've been there. I've done that. I lost thousands of dollars. If it doesn't ever feel right, just don't do it. Don't let other people convince you.
I'm so glad you got out. That's really
it's
great.
chaos. And I think that so many times people are really embarrassed. They're like, I can't believe I did this. It must be because I'm so silly or I'm not very smart. No, you're smart. That's why you kind of were more likely to buy into it because they make sense.
Well, and
people who manipulate you use fact.
Yeah.
Quote.
And they particularly, I think, target the types of people that they think will be susceptible, right? As
100%.
And I think that more often than not, that's someone who's really kind or really empathetic or someone who's searching for a way to contrip and make their life better, and they're taking advantage of people who are trying to do good for themselves or for the world or for whatever. And they're really like ruining that and turning it into something negative, and that's such a shame.
It genuinely breaks my heart. But I think that's probably a really good place to leave it. If you aren't following She's on the Money on your podcasting platform, I would urge you to do so now, because do you know what it does? It helps more people like you and I find this podcast and grow our community of friends. And I guess that's all from us. Miss Jessica Ricci, I'll see you bright and early on Monday morning for a Money Diary.
Bye, guys.